Hello and welcome to Studio 122. I'm your host, Ricky Moser. On today's episode, we're sitting down with two A&M Commerce students, Sara Brown of AFE and John Rechtorovic of Sigma Chi. Thank you for being here, you two.
Thank you for having us.
First, I want to start off with you, John. I want to ask you how long you've been here at A&M Commerce and how long you've been with Sigma Chi.
I've been at Texas A&M Commerce for 3 years now. I just rushed Sigma Chi last semester, so this fall is my first time actually being able to go through the fall intramurals, and I'm having a lot of fun.
And Sara?
I came to Texas A&M Commerce last fall, and I also joined AFE last fall.
What was it about AFE that really drew you? Out of all the sororities, why'd you go AFE?
I just really felt like I connected with the girls. You know, the sisterhood is very strong, and I just felt like I connected with those girls the most.
John, what was it about Sigma Chi?
I mean, everyone has their different brotherhood, but I felt the best with Sigma Chi. The guys around were people that I wanted to hang out with every day. So I said, this is something that I want to be a part of.
And each of you play in Greek intramurals. For those who don't know, what are intramurals, Sara?
Intramurals are a way that Greeks and other students as well can kind of compete against each other in sports. We actually have a lot of different ones. So far we've done Frisbee and flag football, and soccer actually starts tomorrow. So.
And how has their sorority done in those two sports that have already been played?
We didn't do very well in placing. It's just a way for us to have fun and get a little competitive. But I think third or fourth is what we've placed so far.
And John, what has Sigma Chi played so far?
We've played Ultimate Frisbee, and we're playing flag football right now. We have playoff next week, and we just started soccer.
And then what sports are upcoming in the future, Sara?
As I say, soccer starts for us tomorrow. And then there will be like volleyball and basketball this semester, and I'm not sure of all the sports upcoming in the next semester.
John, of all the sports to play, which one is your favorite?
Flag football. Because, I mean, back in high school, I played football all 4 years. I've been playing football since I was probably 10 years old. And one thing that intramurals allows you to do is allows you to put all the mess you've been talking to the test. I mean, everyone's like, oh, I'm the best at football, I'm the best at football. Well, prove it. So we go out there, and we prove it to ourselves, and then you get to put it up to the test against these other fraternities, which is a lot of fun.
Sara, what does intramurals mean for the sororities?
It's a way for us to get together with the other sororities and interact in a way that's fun, but you can still be competitive and still get with your sisters and try to prove that, you know, okay, we can play the best or the worst or whichever.
How much does a team have to pay in order to be registered? What's the entrance fee?
It's $20 per team per sport.
And then John, is there any limit to amount of players that can be on one team?
I think it's 14.
14?
14, and most sports we put out 2 teams. We'll have Sig 1, Sig 2. There's some sports like soccer, we'll just have one, just because not a lot of the guys have played soccer as much, but for the most part we'll put out 2 teams, so $20 each, it's not too bad.
Sarah, is that the same for Alpha Phi and all the other sororities?
I actually don't think that we have a limit. I know that we can have at least 20, but I don't think that we have a limit set as to how many girls I can have on my team.
And then what is the prize for if a team places? Is there a prize for first place, second, third? How does that work, John?
We're all going to the Cup, the Greek Cup right now. I'm not sure exactly how the point system works out, but basically if you're getting the championship, you're winning, you're getting second place, you're gonna look pretty good at the end trying to get the Cup.
Sarah?
It's kind of the same for us, except for like we have a point system, and it's kind of different for us. Like it's based on not only like how you play, it's like how you present yourself as a team. Like we get sportsmanship points, and just like different points that kind of can help you rise above, even if you're not winning.
What has been in this short year so far? What has been your most memorable game or your favorite game so far, Sarah?
We actually just had a game this past week against Gamma Phi. And we actually beat them 75-0, and that was pretty fun. It was not a fair game. They didn't have enough players, but we took full advantage of it, and it was very fun.
You didn't take one out to match their count total?
No, we just used it as practice and just kind of like had fun with it.
A warm-up game?
Took the win.
John, what's been your favorite game so far?
Probably last week we played Dell in flag football, and we beat them 40-0. And in the first half it was 28-0. And early in the second half, we kind of just started to have really fun with it. One of my really good friends, he's a Delt, and he was guarding me, and he was like, all right, I'm shutting you down this time. And I would run a long route, and I'm like, oh, here comes the ball, here comes the ball. and then it just wouldn't be there. And so we were just having a good time, both offense and defensively. And yeah, the score might have been 40-0, but we actually had a lot of fun, both teams, it felt like.
If you're just joining us, we're sitting down with Sara Brown of Alpha Phi and John Rechtorovic of Sigma Chi discussing Greeks and intramurals. So, Sara, for A Phi, what's your favorite sorority to play? Who's your biggest rival?
I don't know that we necessarily have a biggest rival. It varies from sport to sport, like which team, outdoes the others. I don't necessarily have a favorite team to play. Like, I am all about Panhellenic love. Like, I really have fun playing with each and every team.
John?
I would have to say Delt.
Delt, how's that?
I mean, their house is right by our house. There's a lot of people that come hang out at our house that will hang over there too.
Okay.
So it's kind of a good way to show that we're a little bit better in intramurals.
Is intramurals only open to Greeks, or is it open to all students at A&M Commerce?
They have two different groups, and one of them is just all Greek, so it's just like all Greek guys, and then the sororities, and then they'll have just open, men's open, which there's two teams, where like one's like really hard, and the other one's like it's kind of more to have fun in it.
Okay, so definitely one is much more competitive. The other one's kind of like just for fun and just get out there and have some fun. Sara, why should students play intramurals? Not just Greek, but anyone.
I think that it's a good way to get active, get involved on campus, and it's a way to be competitive at the same time, but also it's just really fun.
And then John, how can students get involved with intramurals? Is there just like anything besides these big extravagant tournaments like football? Or are there like other events, like single day tournaments as well?
Yeah, every Wednesday they have a single day tournament at the rec around 5 o'clock. You can come out, and so they've had like cornhole, they've had 4-on-4 sand volleyball, and so there's a wide variety of sports that you can do through the rec, through intramurals that you wouldn't get the opportunity to do outside of college. I mean, when you go get a job in the real world, yeah, there might be a softball league, there might be a basketball league, but you're not going to be able to play flag football, you're not going to be able to play volleyball, and if you do, it's going to be harder to find.
If anyone's watching, they want to get involved with intramurals, or even Greeks, how can they do that, Sara?
If you go up to the rec, there are a bunch of people at the front desk, and they're all very willing to help, and like they'll give you forms, and you can like fill out a team form right then and there.
And all this is hosted by the Morris Recreation Center, all the intramural sports and games?
Yes.
Okay. John?
We just got through with our fall rush, so we do a 365 rush plan, so we're starting up for spring rush, and Greek intramurals is another great reason to join Greeks. It's another time to go out there with your brothers, and during pledgeship, I was able to play on the softball team, and I felt like that was one of the moments that I said, I'm glad where I'm at, because I was playing with guys that I've seen a few times and that have been around, but I wasn't able to connect, and I'm pretty good at softball, so they saw me playing softball, and they said, this guy's pretty good, let me give him a chance. And they gave me a chance, and I had a great opportunity to show who I am, and it seemed like they really liked that.
Yeah, I'm a Kappa Sigma, and you're a Sigma Chi, so we'll see you on the soccer field this Wednesday?
Yes.
All right. This has been Ricky Moser with Sara Brown and John Rechtorovic discussing Greek League and intramurals. This has been Ricky Moser from Studio 122.